Hi, I'm Jeni Broughton, Principal Tutor at Base Formulas Training Academy here in Melton Mowbray. Today we're going to talk about inhalation, methods of getting essential oils into the mind and the bloodstream to help you with different conditions, colds and flus, headaches, anxiety, depression, and of course sleep. We're going to show you some really useful methods of how to do it. We're going to introduce you to some lovely essential oils that you can blend at home, making it perfectly safe for you to use. So, inhalations then, what are they? Inhalation is where you take breath and the essential oils come in through the olfactory system, into the mind, into the body. Steam inhalation then. This is a really good method which is often used for colds and flus. You want a nice sturdy base for your bowl to go on a nice sturdy surface as well. Be mindful if you're using it with children that you don't want the water too hot. You're going to put the water about halfway up in your bowl. You're going to add 6 drops of your essential oil and give it a stir with a nice spoon. You're then going to take a nice big towel, place it over the head and bring it over the bowl, covering yourself in completely. And you're going to sit with your eyes tightly closed, breathing in and out normally for about 5 minutes. This mask method is another alternative to using the steam bowl. So if you don't like to be covered up and feel a little bit claustrophobic whilst you're using the steam, then a mask method is really good. Little paper masks, quite easily to obtain, or a bigger mask which you can get from any hardware store. All you're going to do is put 4 drops of your essential oil in either of the masks that you're going to use, pop it over and squeeze it in on the nose, and breathe naturally for up to 5 minutes. It's a really good method if you want to watch the television while you're doing it or read a book. Another really simple way of using essential oils for inhalation are tissues and cotton pads. If you take a tissue and put your 7 to 10 drops of your essential oil on your tissue and slide it into the pillowcase, this will mean that the vapour will come through and you will breathe it in and relax during bed without staining your pillowcase, because they are oils. Cotton pads can be used if you don't have tissues to hand, and you just put your essential oils on your cotton pad and leave it by the side of the bed. Bedside cabinet will do just the job, or you could tuck it into your pillow like you would your tissue. Okay, inhalation on the go then. 2 lovely methods you can use. Good old tissue, you're going to put a blend of essential oils on your tissue or a handkerchief and just pop it in your pocket, and when you feel the need to have that boost of smell, you're just going to pull it out and inhale it. Another option are these beautiful little inhalators, a little bit like lipsticks. You put your essential oils onto the pad that goes in the middle, slide it in, seal it up, got a hole in the middle that you can smell it from, and then it's got a lovely little cover to protect it while it's in your bag or pocket. Really beneficial because it's quite discreet. If you are having one of those moments when you have to inhale, you can just hold it and waft it by your nose and nobody will know. Colds and congestion. The warm water method is by far the best method of getting the essential oils into the system and helping you clear the coughs and colds that you're getting. We've chosen Eucalyptus smithi for its anti-catarrhal effects. It has great affinity with bronchitis and is really good for coughs and colds in general. It's anti-infectious, so it really will benefit the respiratory system. It's antiviral, so if you're getting repeated coughs and colds, it's going to help to keep them away. It's a great expectorant and decongestion, which basically means it's going to get everything from in the chest out. We're going to add 2 drops to our blend. We've then chosen lavender. Lavender is a great all-round oil. In this blend, we're using it for its antispasmodic properties. So this is when your body goes in and you have a coughing fit and your body and your muscles start to go into spasm. It's about calming them down and letting them balance out again. It's anti-inflammatory. So if you have any swelling going on in that chest where you're coughing and coughing, it's going to calm it and reduce it. It's also great for the sinuses, an excellent oil for those sinuses. So an all-rounder when you're coming to look at coughs and colds. I like to use equal quantities, so we're going to put another 2 drops in. And our last oil is Saro. It's a gentle decongestant and expectorant, so it'll have the same effects as your eucalyptus, but it's just going to be a little softer and a little kinder. Great for respiratory problems, has a real affinity with that chest area. Coughs, colds, flus, bronchitis. It's an excellent oil if you suffer with asthma, opening the airways, but in a gentle way. I'm going to add 2 drops of this as well. You're then going to give it a good old stir up, and then you're going to finish by using your towel over the head as we've seen earlier. Headaches then. Most people suffer with a headache at some time or another. It's caused by 2 reasons. It's either the blood is flowing too quickly or the blood is flowing too slowly. If it's flowing too quickly, it needs to be cooled down, and if it's flowing too slowly, it needs to be warmed up. So we've took 2 oils, one on the warm end and one on the cooling end, to balance it out for you. Corn mint, beautiful smelling oil. We're going to add a couple of drops to our tissue. And these are for their analgesic properties. So corn mint is very cooling, it's very calming. So it's about slowing down the blood flow and restricting it. We've then put lavender in, and this is for its calming and its sedative purposes. So it's very, very nice. 2 drops is all you need. And that is going to just encourage you to breathe nice and deeply and be nice and calm. So all you will do with that is you'll take a breath and just engage and enjoy it. A couple of simple things you can do with a headache. A little bit of massage at the temples, nice slow circular movements. The other thing you can do is if you take your thumbs and just find the back of the neck and the head, and all you're going to do is just wiggle the thumb across the back of the head to the middle. Really, really nice. And then just wiggle it back again. And then just come back and circle the temples. While sitting there, breathing in your beautiful oils, and that will certainly start to help ease your aches and pains in that head. Anxiety. This is a condition that lots of people do experience. Some people experience as full-blown panic attacks, and some people just experience it as a slight little panic in the chest or butterflies in the tummy. Oils that are really good for anxiety are Ply. This is a bronchodilator, so it calms the breathing. It encourages it to just relax. Lime. We've chosen lime for its uplifting fragrance, that nice zingy, citrusy, wide awake feel. And finally, we chose frankincense. This encourages deep breathing, because what you want to do when you start to get slightly anxious is we start to hyperventilate, we start to breathe shallow. So what we want to do is we want to encourage deep breathing. So our Ply and our lime will encourage that, and our frankincense just encourages it a little bit further. Frankincense has been used in meditation. Meditation is about calming the mind, calming the body, encouraging deep breaths to calm you right down. Simplest way is your tissue method. If you do have a space where you want to be nice and quiet, your cotton pad is always useful. If something you suffer with and you know you need to carry something, then always prepare it and pop it on your tissue and have it in your pocket. I'm going to put 2 drops of Ply. I'm going to put 1 drop of lime, and I'm going to use 3 drops of frankincense. Lovely, nice and calming. So all you're going to do is keep it in your pocket, and when you have that moment when you need that little, what am I doing? You're just going to take it out, take a step back, take a nice deep breath, and then breathe normally and carry on. Depression and uplifting. This can be done in several ways. You can use your tissue, you can use your inhalator stick, or if you've got some quiet time, you could use your mask. Oils we've selected for this are lavender sage, and this is for its antidepressive properties. It's also really good for nervous exhaustion. Sometimes with depression comes fatigue, so we look for something that is going to help with nervous exhaustion. It's quite a camphorous smell, so quite earthy, quite grounding, very nice, but needs to be lifted. So for lifting, we chose clove. Clove is really good for boosting the immune system. What we tend to find is if we are feeling a little bit low and a little bit depressed, then we start to become susceptible to colds and flus and all of the other things that happen when your body's not at its best. So by adding clove, this will add immunity boosting properties. It also gives your system a complete kick, so it will help to just boost you up a bit. We also chose Eucalyptus stageriana, quite a floral oil, very, very different to the other eucalyptuses. We tend to think about eucalyptus about colds and flus. Stageriana is really good for fatigue, so it helps with boosting when you are feeling quite flat and quite tired. I'm going to use my mask, and all I'm going to do is, so that I can reuse my mask, I'm going to use a cotton pad. I'm going to put 1 drop of my lavender sage. I'm going to put 1 drop of my clove. Clove can be quite strong. People either like it or they don't like it. So cloves tends to be the lowest number. Then I'm going to put 3 drops of my Eucalyptus stageriana. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this into my mask, place it over, and then I'm just going to sit for 5 minutes in the peace and quiet and inhale my beautiful oils and take some time for me. Sleep and relaxation. These are 2 of the most common uses for inhaling essential oils and using aromatherapy. As we showed you earlier, putting your tissue in the pillow at night will certainly help you to sleep a lot better. Relaxation, I would use my cotton pad. Sometimes I'll pop it in a book or just leave it by the side next to where you're sitting so that you're just breathing in those oils and enjoying those few moments of relaxation. Oils I've chose rhododendron. This is a very calming and grounding oil, often used for meditation, so it will encourage deep, calm breaths. If we're calm in our breathing, we calm our mind and we calm our body. So this is a really, really good oil for use with sleep and relaxation. I've then chosen geranium. Geranium is really relaxing to agitation. Most people who don't sleep well are because their mind is not switching off. So they're almost agitated because they can't sleep, but it's also nervous fatigue. The brain goes into overdrive the minute they switch the light off. So all I'm going to use is 2 drops of each, 2 of my rhododendron and 2 of my geranium. I can feel my breathing calming already. And then I would just sit, reading a book, watching the telly, and just allowing those oils to scent round me and come into my brain. Thank you for watching. We do hope that you've enjoyed all the information that we've given to you. If you do, like, comment and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.